Operation Praying Mantis is one of the most decisive naval actions in modern history. In a single 8-hour span, the United States Navy destroyed or disabled half of Iran's operational naval forces. What began as a mine strike on an American ship escalated into the largest U.S. naval engagement since World War II. To understand how this happened, we need to look at the events leading up to it. In 1980, Iraq invaded Iran. Near the end of the war, Iran attempted to weaken Iraq by targeting its oil exports. Iraq's navy was small, so Iran began attacking Iraqi oil tankers in the Persian Gulf, hoping to cut off their revenue. Kuwait had been financially supporting Iraq throughout the conflict. To protect its investment, Kuwait allowed Iraq to use Kuwaiti tankers to move oil. Iran responded by attacking Kuwaiti tankers as well. This created a major global problem. Kuwait sold oil at lower prices than OPEC nations, and when their tankers were attacked, global oil prices rose sharply. Iran had unintentionally triggered an international crisis by disrupting the world's oil supply. The United States decided to intervene. The Navy assembled the largest convoy operation since World War II and deployed it to the Persian Gulf to protect Kuwaiti tankers. Instead of backing down, Iran escalated further by deploying underwater mines in international waters. On April 14, 1988, the guided missile frigate USS Samuel B. Roberts struck one of those mines. The explosion tore the keel of the ship in half. Fires broke out, water flooded in, and the ship took on half its weight in water within the first minute. Under normal circumstances, a ship with that level of damage would sink. But the crew of the Samuel B. Roberts was exceptional. They had already earned recognition for being one of the best damage control teams in the Navy. For 5 hours, they fought fires, patched holes, and stabilized the ship using steel cables. Against all odds, they kept the vessel afloat and brought it to Dubai. No one was killed, and only 10 sailors were injured. An investigation confirmed the mine was Iranian. President Ronald Reagan ordered a proportional response. The Navy interpreted this directive aggressively. Iran had 3 offshore platforms being used as military bases and 2 modern frigates named Sahand and Sabalan. The Navy planned to engage at least one of them. To carry out the operation quickly, the Navy formed 3 surface action groups: Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. Each group included 2 destroyers and a support ship. The aircraft carrier USS Enterprise waited outside the Gulf to provide air support. On April 18, 1988, Operation Praying Mantis began. Bravo Group reached its assigned platform first. They radioed the Iranians and instructed them to evacuate. The Iranians began leaving in tugboats. After giving them additional time, Bravo Group fired warning shots overhead. An Iranian crewman responded by firing a 23mm anti-aircraft gun. A single American 5-inch shell immediately silenced the threat. Marines were flown in to plant explosives, and the platform was destroyed. Charlie Group encountered a similar situation at their platform. Navy SEALs handled the demolition. When the Iranians fired their anti-aircraft guns, Charlie Group responded with sustained fire until the entire structure was engulfed in flames. Meanwhile, Bravo Group detected a ship approaching. A helicopter confirmed it was a Soviet destroyer passing through the area. When asked its intentions, the Soviet commander replied that he was taking pictures for history. Iran began attacking any vessel they could find. Their first target was a civilian cargo ship called the Willie Tide. The USS Enterprise launched A-6 intruders and F-14 Tomcats, which dropped cluster bombs on the attacking speedboats, forcing them to retreat. Charlie Group then encountered an Iranian fast attack craft. The Americans warned it off, but the vessel continued approaching. When it locked its radar onto Charlie Group, the Americans fired 5 missiles. The Iranian ship launched a Harpoon missile in return. The Americans deployed chaff, detonating the Harpoon mid-air. The Iranian vessel had no effective countermeasures and was sunk. Moments later, radar detected 3 Iranian F-4 fighter jets heading toward Charlie Group. Surface-to-air missiles were launched. The F-4s attempted to retreat but could not outrun the missiles. One jet was hit and went down. Delta Group then located one of the Iranian frigates. A-6 intruders flew low over the water to confirm. The frigate opened fire. Surface-to-air missiles were launched. The A-6s deployed chaff and evaded them. Because the Iranians fired first, the A-6s were authorized to engage. A Harpoon missile struck the frigate. A 500-pound bomb followed. Then a 1,000-pound bomb. Delta Group arrived and finished the job. The frigate exploded and sank. The A-6s then flew past the second Iranian frigate. It opened fire as well. The A-6s evaded the attack and performed a dive-bombing run. A 2,000-pound bomb was dropped directly down the ship's smokestack. The engine room was destroyed. The vessel was left dead in the water. With half of Iran's operational navy destroyed or disabled, the United States declared the mission complete. Later that night, Iran launched several Silkworm anti-ship missiles. None hit their targets. To avoid escalation, Iran claimed the launches were accidental. Iran took the United States to international court, arguing that the destruction of their platforms was unlawful. The court initially leaned in Iran's favor, but the United States pointed out that the treaty Iran cited applied only to ships, not offshore platforms. The court ruled in America's favor. The United States recovered the damaged USS Samuel B. Roberts. It was transported to Maine. The destroyed section was removed. A new 300-ton module was built and welded in place. The ship returned to service 1 year later and remained active until 2015. Operation Praying Mantis demonstrated the consequences of escalating conflict in the Persian Gulf. It showed the resilience of American sailors and the overwhelming capability of the United States Navy. Thank you for watching, and if you would like to help the channel out, just hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you so much.